How's it going, everyone? This is just a quick tutorial on using MetaTrader 4 mobile application on an iPhone. So the first thing you're going to do is download the application MetaTrader 4. And to do that, you're going to go to your App Store and you're just going to search for MT4. Now, it may bring up MT5 or other things, but just search for MetaTrader 4, download and install it. Once it's done, open the application and it'll launch directly to this quotes tab right here, where you'll see different currency pairs. And if you click on any one of those currency pairs, you'll have the option to press trade, which will allow you to trade in the euro versus US dollar, and we'll look at that in a moment, or go to the chart where you can see the candlesticks or details about that particular currency pair. So right now we're going to go ahead and press chart, and that will take us to this second tab down here at the bottom, chart for the Euro USD. And you'll notice we're on a 1 hour chart. You can see the candlesticks and you can see the live market price. Now, if we want to place a trade in this particular currency pair, because we have this chart open, then we can press this trade button on the upper right there. We can press that trade button and it'll take us to this screen. And within this screen, you can see that we know that we're on the euro versus US dollar. We're going to do an instant execution, which means as soon as we press the sell or this buy button right here, it's going to put us into the market at whatever the price is at that moment. Let's look at another couple tabs here. If we go back with this little back button, we'll go back to our charts, and then we can navigate over to this trade tab right here. And this trade tab will give us information on our current open trades. You see, we don't have any open trades, but normally it would show up in here. And here we can also see our balance, our equity, our margin, our free margin, our margin level percentage. And when we have open trades, we'll start to see these numbers populated. We'll also be able to see our open trade and modify our open trade. If we move over to this other tab right here, the history tab, we'll be able to see all of our trade history, any trades that we've put in, anything else that's happened on this account, we'll be able to see here. So if we have any closed trades that we put in and we closed either for profit or for loss, they'll show up here, and we'll be able to see the details of those particular trades along with our balance and our profit and credit, deposit, withdrawal, balance, so on and so forth. Now, coming back to this page for a moment, when we are ready to place a trade, what we want to do first is set our lot size. Our lot size represents how much it's going to be worth when the market moves either for us or against us per micro pip or per pip. So let's just talk about per pip for a moment, which is going to be the second to last number represented here in these two different numbers. If we set a 1.0 lot size, that means that every time this number, this 5 or this 4, every time that number moves up or down 1, so if this goes to 6 or if this goes down to 4, so on and so forth, it's worth $10. Okay, this is the pip. The micro pip is the last number, and there's 10 micro pips in each regular pip. So let's go ahead and set our lot size at 1.0. And then once we do that, then we're ready to go. We can press the sell or buy button. So we're going to go ahead and press the sell button. And when we do that, it'll place us in the market at whatever the price is. Of course, this is demo account, so this is paper money. You can see you kind of got that notification right there that said it was a sell for 1.00. And here's our entry, 1.21041. And you'll also see that information if we navigate over to this trade tab again, right? So right here, we navigated over to that trade tab that we were looking at before. We can now see our open position that we were talking about before, and we can see our entry 1.21041. Now, this is an open trade with no stop loss or take profit because we haven't set one yet. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is if we click and hold on this area right here, it'll give us another pop-up with options to modify the trade. So if I click once, then it'll give me some information on the trade, but if I hold on to it, See, if I click once, it gives me this information here, all the additional information on the trade. You can see I don't have a stop loss set, and I don't have a take profit set. Now, if I hold down on that area right there, like it says here, to manage a trade operation, tap and hold on it. So if I hold on to it, then it'll give me this pop-up that'll come up with options to close the trade. So I can manually just close it, and at this juncture I would lose $17, or I can modify it so I can add my stop loss and take profit, or I can place another trade on that currency pair if I wanted to, or I can go back to the chart, which has the candlesticks and the current market prices. So let's go ahead and press modify, and that'll take us to this screen where we can see that we're modifying our Euro USD trade, and we want to set our stop loss. Now, because we're selling, our stop loss is going to be somewhere above our entry because we want the market to go down. And our take profit is going to be somewhere below our entry because that's where we want it to go. So this allows for us to control how much we lose, and this allows us to control how much we'll gain on that particular trade. Obviously, we want to hit our take profit before it hits our stop loss. So we'll click in this area where it says not set, and we'll add to our entry. And then for our take profit, we'll subtract from our entry, and then press the modify button. And then it'll take us back to this trade tab that we were in before, where we can see that from our entry 1.21041, we have a stop loss 1.21091, which is 5 pips up, and a take profit 1.21001, which is 4 pips down for our take profit. Now, if we navigate to our settings tab, we have a number of different settings that we can play around with. One is if we want to log into our demo account that we already have that maybe is connected with our desktop, we can use those same credentials and log in here. We press that button and it'll take us to some login questions. In order to log in here, you'll need to know the server, the trading ID, and the password that is used, and you'll have an option to search for the server and then be able to put in the trading ID and password. If you don't have a demo account, you may want to find a Forex broker that offers demo accounts, set one up, and then use those credentials to log in so that you can have both MetaTrader 4 on your desktop and mobile, and they're connected. So all trades that you put in on your desktop on that account will show up on your mobile device, and all trades that you put in on your mobile device will show up on your desktop, so you have them accessible in both places. But right now what we're going to do is we're actually going to look at changing the way our charts look. So we're going to go to this option right here that says charts, and within that option we're going to be able to change the color of our candlesticks, and if we wanted to, we could even change from candlesticks to a bar chart or a line chart, but let's go ahead and leave it at candlesticks. We can add the ask price and the trade levels, which we don't have on this one, but I would recommend adding those, the ask price and the trade levels. But right now we're going to look at colors. So we're going to go into colors, and this allows us to change the color of our candles. So bar up, I want that to be green. Bar down, I'll want that to be red. Bull candle, I'll want that to be green. Bear candle, I'll want that to be red. And sometimes I'll even change the ask price line to something that's neither green nor red because I'm already using those colors, and I'll make it like pink or some other color that I'm not already using. So to do that, I'll just click on the one that I want to change, and it'll bring me to a color selection page. And so for bar down, I'll select red. For bull candle, I'll make it green. Bear candle, make it red. Ask price line, I'll usually make that pink or purple. Now if I go back by pressing this button right here to charts, it'll take me back one step, and then if I press that arrow up here again, it'll take me back to my settings. And from here, I'll have access to all my other options down here. And if I go to charts, then it'll take me back to my charts where I can see that those changes have occurred. I have now green candles and red candles. And the green candles represent when the market moved up, red When they move down, I can see the live price. Now, if I click right here where this line is separating my charts from this RSI indicator, a little X will come up. If I click that X, then that'll get rid of this indicator right there and declutter my view so that I don't have a whole bunch of things getting in the way of me looking at my charts. Now, once that's gone, I can pinch my screen like I would zoom in on anything else on my phone, and it'll increase the size of the actual candlesticks so that they become larger. Then I've got a better view of the market. All right, that's what we've got for you today on how to use MetaTrader 4 Mobile. Thanks and happy trading.